Hi Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. My readings are timeless, so whenever this finds you, it's for you, and feel free to watch it at any time. So let's go ahead and get started. When I was meditating on your energy, Aquarius, I had two specific images, actually three. I had the image of deer antlers and a peace dove. And then I had the song, this is going to sound bizarre, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd. So I feel like batter up, it's your turn, you know what I'm saying? Those may have significance to you, to some of you. But yes, that's what I got. So we're going to see how that correlates. Let's get started. So Aquarius, the overall shared energy between you and whoever you're dealing with is the card of opposition and balance. And Gemini energy, for some of you, may have that in your chart. And if so, check out the Gemini reading. Or just simply, like I said, the influencing energy. So this is all about how you relate in relationships, becoming more conscious of that, how you mirror the people that you are pulling into your life, how you manifest relationships. It's a very curious energy, very communicative energy. You know, you might be seeking more socialness in your life. Well, take me out to the ball game kind of reminds me of more like social activity, which is a little bit difficult right now given the circumstances of the world. But I feel like getting out into nature is going to be, you know, really key for your happiness, and having a variety of things to put your focus on that you enjoy, right? Because this is, like I said, a very variety seeking type of energy, very perceptive, very vocal energy, all right? To a lower vibration, of course, because there's always high and low in any energy. This can be kind of a restless, fidgety type of vibe, you know, conflict ridden for a few of you. So you want to just be mindful of that during this time frame, okay? Because I feel like what you're really searching for is connected minds, you know, like minds, right? So let's see what your overall supporting energy is, Aquarius, and we're going to go back and forth, like I said, between you and whoever you're dealing with or whoever's in your energy. Keep in mind, because it's general, you can resonate with either side, so put yourself in whatever shoes make sense to you, especially if you're cross-watching. So you have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, okay, so this is all about communication. This is that energy I felt earlier, that communicative side of you, that variety-seeking, curious nature. And again, that same mindfulness about not letting it go into drama, you know, or not getting involved in other people's drama. You know, if you get restless in your own energy, you may accidentally invite that in on an energetic level. So this is saying keep a balance here, Aquarius, of what you're giving out. Because you're going to manifest like minds, and or you're going to manifest people that want drama. And it's kind of depending on where you're at on an emotional, vibrational scale, okay? So just something to, again, keep in mind. But I feel like communication is going to be really important during this time frame. And the person you're dealing with had a bunch of cards come out, but I'm going to take this one. So it was the Ten of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So this person is kind of putting off going through something that they know is inevitable here, because the Ten of Swords upright speaks about endings that are needed endings, that need to be laid to rest so that new energy can come in. But I feel like this person's in this energy of either holding off or kind of pushing that away, but yet at the same time knowing that it's inevitable that things will change, right? It's inevitable that things will ultimately transform. And that's how the balance of life goes. We're not here to have stagnant lives that never change. We're constantly changing in every moment, the flow of our energy, our thoughts, and our emotions. So I think this person might be having difficulty with that, difficulty possibly letting go of something. So we will see. Aquarius, how this works out. So I'm going to go into the recent past, what led up to this moment, your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So recent past for Aquarius is the Four of Pentacles and Judgment. So I feel a sense of stubbornness here on your part, Aquarius, of really holding on to something. But then at the same time, making the decision to release. So it's like if you were stuck on something or someone, or you were fixated on something, you have released, all right? Because this is the ultimate release of judgment of others, of self, of whatever it is that you are having difficulty letting go of. And it was keeping your energy closed off. So I feel like by releasing, you know, the need for something to happen or the need for things to go a certain way, you kind of brought balance back into your life, because now it's more go with the flow, and you're seeking, like I said, more flexibility in your own experience, Aquarius. So I feel like you took this stance, you know, that you're just going to release whatever it is and kind of almost place your guard up a little bit. So it's kind of contradictory, Aquarius, which Aquarius is a sign of contradictions. We're air, but we're fixed, so that doesn't seem to go together. But Aquarius can be a sign of contradictions. So it's like going with the flow, fine, I let it go, and then being guarded, which doesn't allow you to go with the flow, Aquarius. So, you know, coming into the present energy, this is saying let down that guard a little bit. You know, I feel like you can have your passions and you can have your desires and not feel the need to guard other people from impeding on that, you know. So it's like be more open to new possibilities, new ideas, or whatever this is that you're feeling guarded about, okay? So let's see, person you're dealing with, what their recent past energy is. The Death card. Got a ringing in my ears. I heard dead ringer. Dead ringer. I'm getting all these images of like carnival rides and stuff. You could be a dead ringer, like for like a look-alike, you know, like when someone reminds you of someone else and you're like, that's a dead ringer. You're a dead ringer for so-and-so. I don't know what this is about. This is this person's perception of you, I feel. You remind them of someone. All right. And I can't tell if that's good or bad, or, you know, vice versa, because it can always be flipped. But I felt it on this person's side. Or it's like there's something here that you know, Aquarius, and you have no doubt about it, because also to me that saying is about accuracy. Okay, or they do. I know. We're going to move past that. Let's see. So Death card, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in the reverse, Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. So this person is no longer carrying the burden of not knowing. They've made some changes here in the recent past and are going into this energy of being more self-sufficient. If they had been, you know, carrying a lot of burdens around or feeling very heavy in their energy and kind of being closed off and not open, I feel that energy is changing. That's what I feel the changes are about. It's like unloading almost, or just letting something go that was very heavy for them. And I think what it was this sense of not knowing. And I don't feel like this person has any, well, no, because I got that term. I think whatever it is they didn't know or they couldn't put together in the past, they have either received the answer or they've gotten clarity or something here that helped them come out of the Two of Swords. This person may be trusting their intuition more than they have in the past, but there's some sort of change here in their energy, okay? And it's changing their perspective as well. So now we're going to look at perception, Aquarius, and what your perception is of them. Keep in mind, perception is in the eye of the beholder. It's your truth, may not be their truth, and vice versa, but we'll start there, and then we'll go deep with it. We'll go get all the way down into the ether, into the emotion. So your perception of the connection is 9 of Cups. Some sort of success here, financial success coming in for you as well during this time frame. It's kind of like a side note, a feeling of satisfaction coming through here. All right. And it could be on an emotional scale, if not in the tangible, you know, successfully being able to emotionally balance out your energies, especially if you're doing energy work. And I know some of you that follow me do. 6 of Wands, feeling successful. And the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward. So Aquarius, I feel like when it comes to this connection, first of all, you're feeling on top of the world for a lot of you. And I picked that up in the last reading, okay? So having success, having reasons to celebrate, you know, standing on your own 2 feet, moving forward. As it pertains to this connection, I feel like when you think of the connection, you're completely at ease and at peace with it. Okay, because there is not one negative card here. Meaning, even if you did have a negative experience with this person, you're not seeing it in that light anymore, right? Because I feel like you've moved forward or moved past something. I feel like yeah, that's kind of like point blank period. That message was very clear. You may like attention. You may like this person's attention, but it's like you could take it or leave it, because I feel like you feel successful regardless of whether you have this person's attention or not, because you've learned how to stand on your own 2 feet. Now, that doesn't mean that you are not open or even holding anything against this person, because I feel that you're emotionally well or at peace with the situation, meaning like you're open to it, but you don't need it, you know, because again, there's that phrase, standing on your own 2 feet, being able to feel accomplished regardless of, which is a really good space to be in, right? And as an Aquarian, that's what you strive for. You know, all Aquarians strive to stand on their own 2 feet. That's why they're the sign of independence. Some people find that intimidating or uncaring, but it's like you're more easily able to care and give love when you feel secure with where you're at and you feel the freedom to do so than any other emotion or energy you could be in. So it's a good thing. So let's see how this person views the connection, their perception. Oh, wow. King of Wands. So this person's pretty confident, you know, determined, at peace as well with the 4 of Swords. Kind of. They're a bit still restricting themselves, but they're getting the courage, you know, to stand by. I have a song playing. Stand by your man. Is that Patsy Cline? That's a song that I have. I don't know if that's for you or them. Some of you are standing by your man, you know. But I feel like this person is standing by what they believe in, is what I meant. And now another song playing, man. Give them something to believe in. Okay, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. And they're being supported in that energy, Aquarius. So as it pertains to how they see the connection, I feel like they're bound and determined to keep their calm, keep their cool, keep their quiet, be at peace. that they do get in their head, you know, and it's when you restrict yourself from them. I don't feel that they like that very much, or it's like feeling like, you know, they may take, like I said, your indifference as you restricting yourself, but I don't see you restricting yourself at all. I think that you're welcoming either way, but that's how they view it, or they may be restricting themselves. And then it's like this connection gives this person the courage to kind of go into their own spiritual path, because the Hierophant is about traditions, religions, and spirituality. And you know, I see this person looking into that because of something that's occurred within them that has driven them to dive into that, okay? And it could very well be because of their connection with you. This person could be looking at tarot themselves, getting readings, psychics. Like, I see their brain going lots of different directions, especially if they know that you are into those things. But it's like this person is being divinely guided, all right? And they have their own guidance system, Aquarius, don't get me wrong. This person has their own connection, right? And they're being supported in their energy. Some of them want a reconciliation if you're not currently with this person, and that's what they're not letting go of. For others of you, it's just support, coming together, being of the same emotional standpoint. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go into the emotions, Aquarius, and see how you're genuinely feeling underneath all of that. That was kind of ego, surface level. Now we're going to go into the depth of how you feel when it comes to this connection. You have the Ace of Wands that flew out in the reverse. Strength card. So emotionally speaking, you kind of lost your desire. You've kind of lost your passion, just in general, or towards this connection for a few of you. But it's slowly changing in the emotional space into a more, that's like cards go crazy, into a more assured energy. So it's like this, Aquarius. There is a strong desire here, but I feel you're putting it on the back burner, all right, for whatever reason. And emotionally finding the strength to disconnect yourself, okay? Because, again, I feel that the focus, even on an emotional level, is on being more in control of your own space. And I feel that means your emotional space. And Aquarians almost need the freedom to have their own emotional space, meaning you don't like to feel responsible for others' emotions, and you don't like other people to get too far into your emotions because you feel that it clogs the pipes, so to speak, when it comes to clarity. And I can equate to that. I am Aquarian. So I kind of feel like that's where your emotional standpoint is coming from. And it's a purposeful disconnection. I call this the famous Aquarian compartmentalization. You know, being able to put a desire on the back burner for what you feel is the greater good of a situation. And yeah, at the same time, emotionally, you don't feel too great about that sometimes. It's like sometimes you do let the negative emotion creep in, Aquarius, and it gets to you. But then the more predominating emotion, the more baseline emotion supersedes that. So then it's like you have those moments or days or whatever, and then you pull yourself out of it and kind of remind yourself, well, I'm in control of my emotions and I am on top of things and I am the boss, you know? And it's so funny because I saw antler ears in my mind. I've never noticed this before on this card. Do you see what's hanging on the wall? Can you guys see that? Probably not. The sun is too bright. Right here is antler ears hanging on the wall. So interesting. All right, so let's see what this person is at on an emotional level. See where this person is at underneath the ego, underneath it all, on an emotional level. How are they feeling in regards to this connection? For my Aquarius. Four of Wands. So interesting. So I saw a peace dove in my mind. There's a peace dove in this picture. Yeah, I know you can't see it. Just trust me on that. It's up here and to the right. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So this person is searching for more peace in their life, in their home, in their well-being, same as you. There's some sort of opportunity here. What's that about? On an emotional level, this person could be very focused on their children, their home, their family. Okay. Putting time and energy into that. Looking to the future. I actually see on an emotional level this person in a pretty positive space during this time frame, or at least at this moment. Ooh, the Lovers. Nice. Again, I saw this in your last reading. Some of you, this is twin flame soulmate energy connection that you have with this person, if you believe in that, because the Four of Wands and the Lovers speak of both of those things. So this person's focus is on their stability, having more peace in their life, you know, investment opportunities. On an emotional level, I see a lot of balance here. Okay, I see that this person is knowing and understanding their worth and looking to the future, looking forward to the future in this connection for a lot of you. If you're currently in a connection with this person, they want a family with you, children, make you their wife, move forward. Some of you already are all of those things, and they just feel an immense connection with you. If you're not with this person, then that's where all of their focus is, and it could be towards you, could not be towards you. You'll know. I mean, if it's towards you, you're going to know, right? Because they would take action and do something to invest in that. So, but that's where their emotional space is. It's like, okay, I want things to come together. I want something I can believe in. Something that's solid. And movement forward, exploration, new. And a connection that understands, connects with me on all levels. If this person is diving into spirituality, they're looking for a more spiritual connection than they've had in the past. Whew. I felt like a wave of nausea come over me for some reason. Like my face got hot and my ears got hot. Like this person can cause that reaction in you, Aquarius. Trying to make you, I don't know if they give you hot flashes or if you're having hot flashes or what. That was weird. All right, so 10 of Cups here and your hopes. Of course, who doesn't want the 10 of Cups? This is your hope. Emotional fulfillment, happiness, alignment, balance. I feel in your perception, that's what you have. But then still in the emotional space, yes, emotionally your baseline is there, but there's still some sort of disconnect here, a purposeful disconnect, I feel, that may be tugging at you. What is this person's hopes? King of Swords. This person wants to be in the driver's seat, the decision maker. For some of you, you are their hope, as the King of Swords is Aquarian energy. But I feel this is a more dominating presence. You know, this person may want you to see them as a very dominating presence, someone that you can't budge or persuade or whatever. Like, it's almost a defensive kind of approach. And it's funny because I don't even see you trying to do that. I don't think you're trying to prove a point at all. I think you're just living your life, Aquarius, and I don't think you really care. And I don't mean that you don't care about this person. I just think your intention is not to dissuade anything. Persuade? Is that a word? Persuade. All right, so let's look at the most likely future outcome, Aquarius, and see what you can expect moving forward. Now, keep in mind, all of the future energy can be changed with free will, okay? So, most likely future outcome for my Aquarius. Most likely future outcome. So, you've got the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. You're still of two minds. You know, I felt that kind of tug in two different directions during this time frame in the emotional space. And you know, whatever emotion that you're vibrating is what you attract to you, right? And your emotions are dictated by your thoughts. So there's something on an emotional level here that you are still, it still tugs at you, you know? And I see that showing up in the future energy, but of course you're in charge, so you could change that. But it's like progress forward and then not really being certain, and then kind of coming into your creativity, coming into you, and then remembering who you are. So don't mind my dogs. There's a delivery guy here, so they're going to go crazy for a moment. But it's like, sorry about that. It's like remembering who you are, but second guessing it just for a moment. Because I don't see that this isn't going to impede your movement forward, Aquarius, because you have your mind made up. And when an Aquarian's mind is made up, it doesn't really matter what's going on in the emotional space, because you'll let your mind dominate every time because you're driven by the mind. But I see this little seed of doubt here getting in the way for a moment, like all this progress forward. Maybe things are moving forward so fast that you're almost like, whoa, I mean, I was ready, but I don't know if I was ready for all this, you know, like, it's like having all of these things come in that you wanted, or all of these things come in at once that it almost feels like a rush, and then getting kind of all up in your head about that because, again, even though you're air and you like to go with the flow, you're a fixed sign. So Aquarians love change, but at the same time, they only want it on their terms because of the fixed nature. So I feel like kind of that like rapid progression or rapid changes or things moving really fast, and then being like, oh my gosh, do I know what I'm doing? You know, like that type of self-doubt setting in. But as soon as it sets in, you bounce right out of it, okay? Because then you go into your, it's like you dive into your creative self, and this feeling of success or this feeling of being in control is dominating the energy. So it pulls you out of the negative emotion much faster than you would have in the past. And then, you know, puts you back into the driver's seat, so to speak, of how you're thinking and how you're feeling, and being more in control of that. So, I mean, I feel like Aquarius, this is kind of big for you, you know, kind of letting go of your own burdens here with the Ten of Wands and knowing your worth and standing by that. Now I have another song. Lean on me when you're lost on, and I'll be a friend. Lots of different songs today, so let's see what this person's most likely future outcome is. Aquarius, based on free will, of course. This person's most likely future outcome. And I just noticed that the Tower is at the bottom of this deck. And the Tower is about enlightenment. This person is going through some enlightening changes, so to speak. Five of Pentacles, the Moon. This person kind of feels at a loss emotionally, you know, or getting sucked back into fear-based thinking that they'll never be enough or things will not change. That's why they're having trouble letting go up here. It's that fear of change, but knowing that change is inevitable, that they're holding on to, and it's keeping them away from being truly satisfied. Although I feel very, very deeply that this person emotionally is making some very satisfying changes in their well-being during this time frame. So I see them pulling themselves out of it, although I think it's hard to let go of bad behavior. I don't want to say bad behavior, learned behavior, and they've held on to that for a while because of the resistance of changing, the resistance of keeping up with the now. Too much focus on the past. But this person feels the connection very, very strongly, okay, with the Lovers and the Four of Wands here. Like they feel this deep sense of emotional satisfaction and temperance, which is interesting because in this card they have angel wings. And Aquarius, in the reading that I did for you on my live on Sunday, the person that you were dealing with, I saw angel wings. So they are getting connected or being protected by Source, as we all are. But they're being guided for sure, you know, and it's helping them find more emotional satisfaction in their life. It's like this guidance, this newfound guidance or remembrance is helping them to pull themselves out of a very dark space. And looky here, it's a star. Could be you. You could be this person's guide, the High Priestess. Or they look at you that way. Or in a spiritual sense, in the spiritual realm, you may be a guide for this person. That's very interesting. Or they're being guided to you through their own spirit guides. This is really beautiful. So it's like they're coming out of this woe is me type of mentality where it was very dark, I feel. And then feeling much lighter emotionally and getting satisfaction and being guided to you. Aw. Or it's because of you. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Interesting. This person's intuition is speaking to them, absolutely, bar none. Okay. So, yes, the zodiac signs you could be dealing with, that kind of left me speechless. Sorry, Aquarius. Is you could be dealing with another Aquarius or Sagittarius or Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Leo again. Man, it makes sense now. You're up to bat, huh? Libra. Whew, that was a great reading. I can't lie. It's got me smiling ear to ear. And a little bit. Now I get why I had the flush, right? So I feel like flushed So sweet. I love it. Aquarius, let me know how this resonated for you down in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more content. I talk a lot about law of attraction, spirituality, channeling, all of that stuff. So Tarot Time with Dana, linked below, as well as in the About section. If you like what I'm wearing today or my jewelry, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Also linked down in the description box below. Either way, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Aquarius, and until next time, my friends.